Researchers working on the Zeus-King Super Collider are experimenting on Calabi-Yau manifolds. The results look promising, say physicists. A leaked report has cast doubt on key facts in the Battle of the Citadel, backing up controversial claims by the long-marginalized Citadel conspiracy movement. In the report, acquired by the free information group Truth Hacks, a top-secret emergency defense committee admits that the powerful dreadnought at the center of the battle may not have been of Geth construction. Key to the report is testimony by Commander Shepard, hero of the Alliance Navy and a decorated veteran. Shepard insists Cern Artyrus' flagship was actually one of many artificial intelligences separate from the Geth and hostile to organic life. Shepard's credibility has declined in recent years, amid reports of abetting the human supremacist group Cerberus. But in the leaked document, the Defense Committee appears to treat the commander's claims as a genuine possibility. Shepard could not be reached for comment, having been relieved of duty by the committee. Prime Minister Shastri was confronted with questions about the report today at a routine press conference, but waved them off, saying only, "It is a big galaxy. The Geth are one of many threats we talk about, and rest assured, the Alliance will be prepared for whatever comes our way." The stolen New Year's Eve ball has been found intact on the Citadel. A note left on the scene from the thief Roland Quorn reads, "CSEC needs funds. You can get anything onto the station." Dalatras Linron, the queen bee of Circash's wealthiest bloodline, has retained bloodline leadership by a narrow margin. In an extended speech given last night to the homeworld and colonies, the Dalatras primarily addressed her constituent clans, duchies, and corporations, lauding growth secured for Solarian businesses and taking shots at the rival Nara bloodline. Afterward, pledges of loyalty or statements of no confidence were factored into the weighted electoral system that the Linron bloodline uses to determine leadership. Dalatras Nara called Linron to congratulate her on her victory. But insiders say the Linron rivals are to be watched.
In Solarian politics, I love you means you're going to die. And you're going to die means I love you.
One Linron staffer said.
Linron's influence over the Solarian Union is undeniable, but the Naran dangerous. They don't even recognize Talat as the planetary capital.
The source added,
If their Dalatras gamble's right, she could get the loyalty of the STG, which is key in any coup.
In other words, it's just another day on Circash. The official ship sent by the Citadel Committee on Paleotechnology to investigate Prothean artifacts previously withheld by the former Sonax Industries has been shot down over Garvug. There are fears that data files on the Prothean inventions could be in criminal hands. Diplomatic relations between the Quarians and Citadel Council have chilled after the migrant fleet refused to consider visitation by Council weapons inspectors. The move comes several months after the migrant fleet allegedly acquired dual-use ship materials, which could be used to create dreadnought-scale weaponry. The allegations leveled by unnamed specters center around a battle over the terminus world of Corliss. In a violent dispute, the migrant fleet fought Blue Sun's mercenaries, and when the fighting was done, took its fill of starship parts on or orbiting the planet. Quarian representatives have so far been unapologetic.
We have no embassy on the Citadel, and are no longer signatories to the Treaty of Farixan,
Admiral Hangaril Vasnima said.
Our armaments are none of the Council's business. Further, these worries are unfounded. We have never had, nor do we plan to have, hostile intent to Council species.
Public reaction in Council space is vehement.
The migrant fleet has always lived on the edge of criminality.
Popular blogger Pharaoh Durland said.
But adding an actual gun to a live ship that's who knows how many kilometers long? That's not a cause for worry, that's terror worth soiling your pants over.
All communications with the Batarian homeworld Karshan has gone dark earlier today. The Batarian economy has been cut off from the colonies. The hegemony released the following statement.
The convoy disruption is due to anomalous solar output.
A report by the Solarian Special Task Group, warning of the increasing danger of human supremacist group Cerberus, is garnering attention in the halls of the Citadel Tower. ENN has agreed not to publish the classified report's contents, but experts within the STG, speaking on condition of anonymity, warn that what was once considered a small and extremely select group has grown drastically in size and power.
There has always been a segment of the human population that believes the council government is lying to them,
said one agent.
Cerberus exploits that fear.
A confiscated recruitment video included in the report states the Cerberus mentality plainly. Other species may talk with us, trade with us, even live with us. But when a crisis comes, we are on our own. Critics of the report are quick to point out its flaws.
This report covers ground that Spectre Intelligence has already covered,
said one Tower insider.
We know Cerberus has the ability to field many troops, build a stealth frigate, and conduct groundbreaking research. It's been clear for months, even years, that Cerberus is growing in numbers. But when it comes to how Cerberus are able to do all this, STG only says, we don't know yet. It's past the point where that is acceptable.
Comm buoys at the Batarian homeworld are still down. The governor of the Batarian colony of Kamala stated,
We know the Alliance has stealth vessels. This is obviously an attack.
The Exodus cluster mass relay has been jammed by a crowding of Batarian ships exiting from the relay. An Alliance politician commented on the situation. Now that the comm buoys are offline, the Batarians are fleeing their government. A massive influx of Batarian ships is raising tensions in the Exodus cluster, putting Alliance forces on high alert. According to Alliance officials, the ships came from the Batarian-held Harsa relay with minimal warning, some barreling right through. The Alliance reportedly fired on some of the ships with the intent to disable them.
It's a miracle any of them are still alive,
one human frigate captain said. According to the Batarians, they are neither invaders nor defectors, but refugees. They claim a hostile species has attacked the hegemony's fleet, bombarding Karshan and other Batarian planets. With the Harsa convoy system crippled, communication is sporadic at best between far-flung Batarians and their government on Karshan. Some refugees claim the attackers were Council. Others blame the Geth, or even the Rachni. All report that the enemy, in whatever form, is blockading the relay, destroying most spacecraft trying to make it through. The refugees are not solely civilians. Hegemony Commander Erus Mathat, who is under guard while his cruiser is inspected, was blunt in his assessment of the situation.
I never thought I would say this to the human navy,
he said,
but we need you.
ANN Earth is experiencing convoy difficulties. Please stand by. Batarian refugees in the Exodus cluster include government figures. One of the refugees stated,
Attackers have devastated our planets. Not the Alliance, not Council.